Oh yeah, this is happening. Sonic Frontiers. Man, what? It's been like 4 years since I've made a standalone PS4 video. And it's Sonic Frontiers. Look at this. We got Sonic grinding on some rails on one of the plateaus. And would you look at that? PS5 upgrade available. Very cool. Let's go to the back. Alright. Experience Sonic like never before. I feel like they've said that before. Didn't go too well, but anyways, worlds are colliding in Sonic the Hedgehog's newest high-speed adventure, Accelerate to New Heights. Battle hordes of powerful enemies and experience the thrill of high-velocity open zone platforming. Cool. Freedom across the 5 massive Starfall Islands. Welcome to the evolution of Sonic game. I feel like they've said that before too. Didn't go too well. Alright. Explore with unparalleled acrobatic freedom. Battle enemies with an all-new combat system. And enter a world of adventure and mystery. That's cool. Alright, now that's that. Now let's go ahead and open the game up. So, yeah. It's been a long time coming, I was thinking, man, this is a day, finally making one of these, yeah? Alright. And, I wonder if you could tell, if you couldn't tell the disc, this kind of, not, it kind of like moving around. Just go ahead and put that back there. Yeah, alright, there's the disc. Real cool, Sonic Frontiers, that's kind of old, with the third movie coming up, but yeah, that's just an ad. That's it. Yep. Well, I mean, it's more than what Nintendo cases typically do. So, yeah. What do you guys think? You guys enjoy that? A PS4 game, Been 4 years, as I said, so, we're finally back with Sonic Frontiers of all games. So, what can I say about Sonic Frontiers? I'll say this, I guess. Sonic Frontiers has been a game that I've been, like, looking at for like a while. Like, from the first, like, game trailer with, like, Sonic, like, running in, like, some, like, forest, like, the blue particles all around him. Ever since they released that Sonic Frontiers, like, trailer, I've always been interested in it. But, like, of course, I was like, man, this is what an interesting trailer. And then, I followed the game with, like, like the trailers and, like, all the gameplay and stuff, and people were talking about it. And me personally, I was like, hey, this game actually looks kind of promising. I'm not, like, the biggest Sonic fan, but typically speaking, I usually always play Sonic games. I'm always usually buying them. Like, I can't think of, like, a Sonic game that I've, like, completely skipped out on, Like, I played, well, not Frontiers yet, but, Forces, I played Forces. I didn't buy it. I got it with PS Plus, but I played Forces, the Sonic Colors, Generations, the classic games, like Superstars, Superstars, Origins. I have Origins. Like, I have a lot of Sonic games. Typically speaking, if a Sonic game comes out, I will eventually play it. Hopefully one day I'll get to play Sonic Dreams, but I'm not buying an Apple, whatever that is, Apple Arcade. I'll just wait for, like, Shantae. The game will eventually get released on Steam, and then I'll buy it then. I'm not buying an Apple Arcade or whatever subscription you need just to play one Sonic game. I like Sonic, but I don't like Sonic enough to buy a subscription just to play one of the games. But hopefully we get that game soon, because it really does not. It didn't need to be locked to Apple Arcade, but whatever. Other than that, when it comes to Sonic Frontiers, I guess, without, like, I guess, like, I don't know, like, I guess, like, we can talk about the gameplay. So the gameplay is interesting, it's like a more open world game. Like, this is like the first time that, like, Sonic, well, no, I guess to more, like, the game, what game this reminds me of is, like, like this, like, the open, like, Sonic Adventure. Like how you could, like, run around the hub world and, like, do stuff, like, kind of like that. It reminds me of Sonic Adventure, but, like, this time, this game, with the kind of, like, hub world, islands that it has. It's kind of like a little hub world. I feel like you can like run around, do puzzles, and then there's like I think I heard the name subspace. Like subspace is like I guess it's kind of like like forces levels where like you like run around in those levels. Like you go I don't know when you go to these hyperspace levels. I guess you like do them randomly to like make progress on the island. I'm just like completely just guessing here with like the little bit of information I have about this game, because like I'm more so like when it comes to like the gameplay, I don't know too much about the gameplay. When it came to what I've so far experienced about this game without actually playing it, I mostly have just been spoiled about most of like the in-game stuff and like the story and like the characters and stuff that happens to Sonic and whatever and stuff like that. So like I don't know too much about the gameplay. I don't know too much what's happening there. I know there's fishing. I know like fishing is in the game. That's interesting. You can like run around. You can like play as different characters. I don't know. I know you can play as like Tails, Amy, Knuckles. That's cool. I don't know when. I don't know if you can like play in like the base game or like the DLC that they added. I'm not sure, but that does sound interesting. To be able to play as all other characters. Man, let me say this, man. I love playing as Tails in Sonic 06. Yes, I even played Sonic 06, and I'd say the most fun part I had with that game was playing as Tails. I love playing as Tails, so the idea that I get to play as him in Frontiers, that does actually sound very fun. So that is something I'm looking forward to. I don't know when I can play as him, but I'll be happy to play as Tails in Sonic Frontiers. In terms of like in-game, I don't want to spoil the game just because I didn't care too much about the story. I know there's probably some people who want to, and like honestly, I don't know much about it myself. But I think like the most like biggest thing that honestly probably came out of this game, other than like that in-game spoilery stuff that I want to talk about, is probably like Sage. That's like about it. Like I think that's like the big thing about this game is just Sage. I mean, they were big enough to make an appearance in The Murder of Sonic. That's a really good game. If you haven't played The Murder of Sonic on Steam, I know that's a crazy title, but like it's actually a pretty good lighthearted game for the most part. At least the ending is like sweet. It has a sweet ending in that game. I think you should play it because it's free. Sonic Who Murdered Sonic the Hedgehog? That game's free. You should play it. It's cool. Other than that, it's like I'm gonna be with you. I kind of like forgot what I was like, because I was like talking about Frontiers, like Sage. She appeared in that game. But yeah, that's about it with like the things that I think are memorable. I guess like they also kind of had like the Koroks. That's not important. Who cares? They kind of just copied the Koroks from Breath of the Wild. I don't know. I guess it's like a fetch quest kind of thing. They're basically just Korok. You just like give them to some like thing, like some elder guy, and then like he just gives you upgrades, I think. So cool. This game has upgrades. You can like increase your like ring counter and your like speed. I think that's interesting. RPG mechanics in my Sonic game. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I'm like trying to find anything else I can talk about with this game, because I'm just happy. I'm just happy to find. I mean, this video is just me being happy to finally actually have this game in a playable form. Because something that I don't know if I mentioned this, I would think I did. I think I did, but like in a very much older video said, I think I said, man, I really want to play Sonic Frontiers, but I really don't want to buy it on Switch. I don't know what it is about the Switch in like modern Sonic games. I just don't care about buying them on Switch. There's just something about Sonic games that make me go, man, if I buy this game, I want to buy it either on PS4 or Steam. And well, like Sonic Frontiers, this will be another modern Sonic game that I end up playing on PS4, because I do still like I definitely won't buy this game on Switch. There's literally no reason to buy this game on Switch whilst having it on PS4, but I still would like to get this game on Steam. I mean, it's never a bad thing to own a game on Steam, because, well, when you own a game on Steam, you can play mods. You can have like all kinds of cool mods for this game. I don't know what kind of mods this game has, but I'd hope they're cool. I don't know. Yeah. So, that's cool, you know. I'm just glad to have this game because, you know, this game I've been wanting to play for a little while, but I just never had the opportunity because I just didn't feel like buying it on Switch. But hey, I got it on PS4 and PS4 Pro at that, so, you know, I can play with the enhanced graphics. Won't that be cool? So yeah, that's about it for this Sonic Frontiers video. You know, with me not wanting to go into any spoilers for like anything, and me just generally not knowing too much about the like, you know, story out of like small like bits and pieces. That's about it for me for this video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Sonic Frontiers video, and goodbye.